So Ken, did you have, like, when you were trying to get on stage for a competition, and you were trying to lose weight, did you have a number that you wanted to get to, or was it always a percentage of body fat? You know, what did you do to lose weight for that?
Well, there was no target weight. It just have to look right. So if you are soft, we can tell. You have to come down to, say, 4% body fat and 3% body fat, big difference. And, 3% your skin becomes like an onion skin. So you can see through muscle, fibers, everything. And 4%, 5% are too soft. So, but then your muscle, body
fatty
size.
Fatty, 5%.
Right. But a 2% difference with body fat, your body looks much bigger. It is bigger. So you have to see what the judges are looking for. Some competitions, judges want to see a little softer or bigger. Other judges don't care. They look at the condition. If you're not shredded to the bones, they don't care how big you are because it's soft. So,
they've had people pass out on stage, right?
Yeah. But some guys
they've
just
cramped up so bad, then they pass out.
That's the thing. Guesstimate and try to get in condition. You have to understand science. So it becomes very scientific for the final 10 days of a conditioning, and you have to basically keep as many minerals as possible in your system, so your muscles won't cramp up when you deplete water. So how are you going to do that? That's another thing. A lot of guys, how are you going to deplete water without losing minerals?
Powder, potassium.
Powdered water, just add water.
Were you ever at that point of almost passing out as we're walking out on the stage? No. Because there's a lot of it that you have to, you're posing down.
Only when he saw you wringing out your underwear.
Saw you stripping down. Is this all worth it?
No. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Wait, Coach Severn makes you lose weight. He starts taking his clothes off.
Just scares the shit out of her. Right?
It's good for a couple of teardrops, some sweat.
No, but like early years, the first couple of years.
You say the girly years?
Yeah.
Early or girly?
Early years.
Just trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah. Just I almost passed out. I couldn't flex, muscles enough because I was way too tired. Yeah, so I dieted down too hard, or I didn't carb load enough, or depleted water too much. So just had to get the complete formula. And once I mastered it, it was easy.
But the judging and bodybuilding is in the early part of the day, where the show is at night, correct?
Early part of the day is pre-judge. So pretty much it's a more technical points you get. Right. And at night it's called it's final. So only top 10 or top 6 guys are judged. And by that time, pretty much 90% of the placing is decided. So, yeah. So
I kind of always heard that they put some junk. I mean, they eat a lot of junk at some point. It pops out their veins and things that they should pop out. Is there something you can elaborate on that where it's...
say, once you deplete water and, you're really ripped. And in the backstage, before you came out to stage, you have to pump up muscles. When we do that, we take a lot of sugar on purpose. So it can be fruit or honey, anything. But you don't want to take sodium. It's just more just sugar. And then, that when you take a lot of sugar, glycogen gets released. Glycogen releases the insulin in your bloodstream. And that's when muscles pump crazy, veins pop up. And you're dry as hell because there's no water retention in your body, and you just, muscles go boom. And it's just crazy, more pumped than usual because of the carb loading process. Your muscles already had more glycogen than usual because of carb depletion before carb loading, and you carb load crazy. So everything, comes out. Say use sugar before you pump up. That comes out to your bloodstream. And then from carb loading, all the stored glycogen comes out to your bloodstream. So you get the extra pump, more than usual. So, yeah.
A friend of mine and Jerry over there, Tiny Meeker has power sugar or something like that? Yeah, power sugar. And what's Tiny, what does that mean, power sugar?
It's cocaine.
Okay.
That's right. Isn't that power sugar?
Looks like it.
I think everybody knows about that one, right?
I don't.
I mean, I heard of it through Jerry.
So what's Tiny Meeker's Power Sugar about?
I would like to be able to tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
Trade secret.
Well, we dropped his name. we Tiny Meeker.
Crank call.
Power sugar. Right.
So what do you got going on right now, Ken?
Right now, this coronavirus pandemic is making things difficult.
Yeah.
So a couple projects are delayed, and one of them I was offered to do was an infomercial exercise video, and it was 15,
In Japan, right?
In Japan, this is for Japan, and 15, 20 years ago, Taibo was crazy, had a big hit.
Billy Banks.
Yeah, I think they generated $1.2 billion of sales worldwide. Crazy.
Well, it had to be more than 15 years ago, because I remember in the Ultimate in '96, there was a fighter whose name was Ty Bowden. Oh, yeah. I swear to you. Oh, yeah. And so
everybody knew that Ty there.
Yeah. So that's the guy I wanted to fight.
He was going to go with the music. I need this music to fight.
Just turn the music off. When we get in there, turn the music off.
That's right.
So what kind of stuff are you going to do? Is it going to be everything cardio? Is it going to be more?
It's more of body shaping, toning exercises, and I can't be
for the average person here right now. Or are you going to try to, or are you going to shoot a couple different videos for? Here's for the beginner. Here's for that intermediate type person, or here's for that more that higher end person.
Or for beginners.
Okay,
ladies, like 80% of customers, buyers are ladies, so. Yeah, I gotta look, sharp.
So you're gonna do it in a Speedo, basically.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. Now I get wrong attention.
So you said you were also doing some writing, right?
Yeah, I still,
letters and such.
Yeah.
Right.
Don Frye, stop calling me.
Get a haircut.
Get a haircut.
But writing, TV series, that story that kind of related to trying to bring in samurai mentality to the characters. And
was it present day or when's it set then?
Present day.
Okay.
I mean, there have been a lot of movies, TV shows on Vikings and like warriors, and they show that they fight for honor or those things in a Western world. They show that, but there haven't been any, samurais or, samurai mentality related to TV series, some modern era. So I'm kind of writing the story, and I got to do it instead of waiting for somebody to do it. So yeah.
So you're a samurai warrior who walked through a time portal, and you're here now, or what?
No, it's I would say inherited samurai mentality, like generations after generations, kind of like I can relate to, so I can write.
But this, I guess, down where you go with this, that you're putting it in the present day. I mean, it's a samurai in present day, or are you talking about it going
Well,
back?
you're looking at me. He's wondering. Where'd you get lost in this thing? I'm the confused one, not you.
Dan, meet Don Frye. Don Frye, this is Ken Yasuda.
Hi, don't worry. Mucho gusto.
Right, but it's some things like current modern society. A lot of I think men lost manhood. It's like you say, guy has a wife and girlfriend. If something happens, guy runs away first, right?
Yeah. Catch up, honey.
Like that.
I think you're talking about the United States more than any place, though.
Yeah.
When you say something like that, because different cultures, different countries, there's a whole different pecking order of things. But so again, are you aiming that towards the American market?
Yeah,
I guess
we want to do it in
we're not exactly. We're having Don Frye here. We're not exactly politically correct, okay? So there's a lot of things that need to be changed up. But yeah, there is the male role is a very weak role inside the United States.
Right.
Very weak role.
Changed a lot.
With all the theys and, instead of he or she, they or,
It's multiple.
Okay. Yeah. Or wait, so they'll allow you to declare.
Yeah.
Who are you? Are you in touch with today? Are you in touch with your feminine side? Or are you in touch with your masculine side?
I'm going to make a comeback in the UFC.
As a woman?
As a woman fighter. I'm feeling rather feminine today, so I'm going to be weighing in.
Yeah, I think you have to come up with a different type of name right there with that mustache.
He'll be the prettiest heavyweight woman out there.
Yeah, a name like Olga. Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that? About, men, transgender men doing sports with women?
Oh, that's screwed up. I think the loser men only do that.
Yeah.
It's like, why do they want to go into women's division and try to be champion? That's a joke.
They can win. They can't
right.
They can't pull it off in the men's.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I think next one will be a trans race. Right? Okay, I'm gonna be okay. I'm Japanese. I'm gonna be like a white person tomorrow.
Yeah, I identify as a white guy.
Decide, yeah.
It's just, you clean my yard now.
So you're gonna have the men's tea and the woman's tea and then the Uno's tea, right?
Right. Yeah, but that's unfair. They should make a transgender category.
Yeah. If you want to be a transgender, that's your business, but don't compete with an advantage.
Right.
The whole history of sports is trying to keep things fair,
right,
and on a level playing field, and so now you want to just use politics to come across and take over something.
What other country could you actually ever go to and try to do this? What you're talking about, though? I mean, honestly, think about it. No other country would actually allow people to say, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that." I mean, you could have an all-gay parade, march right down to the White House, and again, because we have our constitutional rights inside the United States, regardless if we believe in them or not, but we allow people to speak their mind. We allow them to do things, and other countries, no. They would either be poof, gone.
They'd disappear.
Yes. Somehow they would just vanish.
In the Turkish bath house. or the Greek. So what made you decide to finally abandon baseball and go into bodybuilding?
Well, I tore the ligament with my elbow, if you can see here.
Is that Tommy John?
Any chance to flex your muscle? God damn.
Did you see my?
I have to show off.
Which way to the beach?
But that was it. I couldn't throw anymore.
So what happened?
I cried and stayed in bed.
No, what happened to the injury?
I was pitching, and I just, torn the ligament. So
tore right off the bone, huh?
Yeah, popped. That was it.
Looked into some women's baseball teams.
They didn't have anything. Transgender back then.
No,
so you were before your time then.
Yeah, right. I tried to throw with lefty. It didn't work. I was throwing like a girl. So no, it doesn't work. So, yeah.
Kind of like the way you throw.
Yeah, I was going to say, kind of like the way Don throws.
What are you laughing at? That was my joke. I beat him to the punch.
Yeah. That's what I see. It's kind of like whoever can get to the upper hand first.
Right. I beat him to the slap.
Yeah, but I told when I was training Ichiro, prior to him coming to this Major League Baseball, he was already 7-8 years in a row batting average king.
And so you start talking about your injury in high school baseball, huh? Kind of like we get with fights, Right. I beat up the school bully in the 5th grade. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But no, I just told him that I wanted him to achieve my dream, baseball dream, coming here, and so I was.
So this was in Japan, obviously, right?
Yeah, we trained here in LA, but he was here, and while other baseball players were taking break, in off season. He was here in training, so we trained and I told him that I wanted him to reach my baseball dream, and he did more than expected. So
you eat yours and his and several other people's. Huh?